ESPN pregame show. I'm Colby Shanovo, and I'm joined by Henry Callahan, Christian Garcia, and Jamison Shields. We are back to our original location as we had a phenomenal week last week, but we'll get into that later as we already have our first guest here, Coach Jesse. Thanks for coming on again.
Thanks, boys. Glad to be here as always.
So it has been a while since we've last seen you and on this show, and during that time we became district champions. How proud you are of this group and everything they've accomplished this season?
Yeah, extremely proud. I mean, the first goal for the season was to win the district. You know, we had a lot of things that we wanted to accomplish, but that was number one. Hadn't done it in, many years. Hadn't beaten Northside in 4 years. So to be able to do both of those things in one night, I think is a testament to what these guys have worked for all year. And to be able to do it with that score and be that convincing about it, I think was that much more fun. And to be honest, I think the score could have even been more if we wanted it to be.
Tonight is senior night, and what has that senior group meant to this team, and what is the legacy that they're going to have?
Yeah, senior night is always awesome to me because it's kind of like the culmination of an amazing journey for the seniors. Obviously, I've only been here for 1 year with these guys, but this group to me will be my first group of seniors, so that group means a lot to me to be able to help turn the tide here at SPC, and I think we're going to be able to do a lot of big things over the next couple of years, and so that's a group that can come back at any point and say, hey, look what we started and look where it is now, and so those guys will always be the group that started the turnaround, and I think that that's something that's incredibly awesome and great to be a part of, and those guys can have that for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, for sure. And so the defense still is yet to give up to any team more than 7 points, making it no secret that you guys can play lights out. What has stood out to you about this group of Flying Young Men?
I think just all three levels. Like when you talk about the defense, I think it starts up front with the defensive line and some of those guys in the dominance and getting after the quarterback. But I think any great team has to stop the run, and nobody's been able to run the football on us. So when you are able to stop the run, it makes the other team really one-dimensional, and you know they're going to throw. And then they got to throw on Keyshawn and some of those amazing DBs, and just the ability of that group to play cohesive, on all three levels and be dominant, I think has been really what's led to our success.
I know Jamie brought up the defense, but I want to talk about the offense, as I know this offense has scored more than 40 points every single game this season. How are you guys able to be so consistent on offense and constantly scoring?
Yeah, I think I read today that we're averaging 51 points a game, which is amazing. I think, it all starts up front with the offensive line. They've done a great job in the run game and in the pass protection, having clean pockets for Chase, and then you look at what he's been able to do. He's thrown 34 touchdowns this season with one on the ground, so he's actually 2 touchdowns away from the county all-time record for passing touchdowns in a regular season. We hope that happens tonight. So I would say between those two groups, it starts with them. But again, the receivers have been amazing. The backs have been amazing. We just have a really talented group that not only is talented, but really understands the system and knows how to execute and work together. Like nobody is jealous of somebody else's success. Like anytime one guy scores, it's like we all scored. And I think when you have a group that's like that and plays unselfish football and fundamentally sound, you got a chance to score a lot of points.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Jesse, for coming back on. It's always an honor having you on here.
Thanks, boys. Hope you guys have me out again. Have a great night tonight, guys. Let's go get a win. Go Barons.
Go Barons. Great day to be a Baron.
So sorry for the late delay, guys. Had some technical difficulties and some extreme wind. But let's go back to the game here. So last week in St. Petersburg Catholic's last game, they played Outdoor Academy, and they won 49-6 in a game they trailed for the first time this entire season. That's an insane stat, and that's very impressive, especially after 8 games this season. But the Barons responded by scoring 49 unanswered points. So we will start with you, Henry. What did you see from Chase last game?
Last game, Chase went 16 for 26. He had 267 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's still first place in Pinellas Park for passing yards, and it's clear that Chase is leader of this offense for a reason. He keeps himself and his team composed. He drives down the offense almost every single drive, and pulls away. He could pull a game whenever he wants. I think he's done a phenomenal job this year. Some may say astronomical.
But Christian, who was he throwing to that game?
Yeah.
Chase Burrow, he didn't just throw like one or two main receivers, but had a passing touchdown to 4 different receivers. As Brendan Wright had 3 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Keyshawn Burks, 4 catches, 60 yards, a touchdown. And Rise Rosado with a touchdown. And the freshman, Alex Bell, with his first career touchdown. I mean, something to me that stands out about this offense is we don't just have 1 or 2 main guys, like I said earlier, but everyone gets involved in this offense. I think it starts with Jesse. He does a great job with the play calls, and I mean, Chase does an ecstatic job on spreading the ball out to different receivers. I mean, this offense is just extremely consistent every week, putting up 40-plus points a game. They haven't scored less than 40 points all year. I want to see how many high schools out there have that stat. I know it can't be very many, but to me, it's truly astonishing what this offense does day in and day out. I mean, this offense plays out there. It looks like they're playing on easy mode in Madden. You got all the 99 overall offensive players scoring touchdowns every possession. I mean, this is purely historic from the Barons offense. But not just the receivers were performing, but the running backs were also producing, Colby.
Yes. I mean, it was also a productive game by the running backs. And without Demarion Rowe, they still had a fantastic game. With Larry Christian, who had 8 carries for 91 yards with 11.4 yards a carry. And Alex Bell, who is, I'm pretty sure he's a freshman on the team, and he has 5 carries with 38 yards, and he usually does not play, but that was very impressive stats by him that game. And Chase Burrow had his first rush, which resulted in a first down, and then the very next play, he had another rush for a touchdown. Great work from Chase Burrow there, but Jamie, how about the defense?
Dude, I mean, this defense has just been absolutely electric on the field. So, St. Pete Catholic held ODA to just 2.7 yards per carry on the ground. That is just spectacular. As well, SPC's defense has still not allowed a team to score over 7 points at any of their games. No team so far who has played St. Pete Catholic this year has been able to get to double digits. I just find that spectacular. Obviously, you see Courtney Taylor, Colton Shaw, Forrest come out here. They're making amazing plays. They're making great plays. They're always making the right decisions, and they have the ability to adapt. It's like they're like wild animals out there. I mean, they'll go out there, they'll smell the blood of their prey, and they'll just go out, they'll adapt, and they'll hunt.
I mean, I will say though, for the first time this year, I was kind of nervous. That first drive by Outdoor Academy, they had a trick play right off the bat, and like we said, they were losing for the first time this year. And I did think, and in my prediction, I said that Outdoor Academy was going to score 10 points, and in that first drive, it seemed like they were going to score more than that. Like, the offense was running the ball great out of door, but then Force Loving, while the Outdoor Academy offense was inside the 10-yard line, Force Loving came in with a game-changing interception, and then after a long drive and a long play by Brendan Wright, that the Parents team just absolutely snapped, and they just scored 49 unanswered points, and it was just terrific.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly add something, that if you look back at the game, this past team had to get so incredibly creative to score on us. It just shows how amazing and spectacular our defense is. I mean, if you just watch back the tapes, go on Huddle, check out the BSPN YouTube channel, watch the live stream, you'll see one of the first plays of the game, we have a lateral thrown maybe 40 yards to a random man hiding on the sideline. I'm pretty sure it was thrown by the running back,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
And this type of complexity is just the complexity that you have to even get points on the board against St. Pete Catholic. Obviously, St. Pete Catholic saw this, they adjusted, and from then on, they couldn't run the ball anymore. They couldn't pass the ball. I mean, it was just shut down defense, straight straps.
Colby, real quick, I just want to go back to what you said when we first started talking here. You said, keep in mind, impressive. It was impressive that SPC has not trailed at all this year. How much do you see that, boys? You don't see that often in high school, college, or NFL. You do not see that stat. They have not trailed all year besides that first touchdown against ODA. That is extremely impressive.
But it just shows how well this team adapts. Like they're losing for the first time, and they are, under pressure. Obviously, they have a lot of pressure because of that, and they come out, they don't score a touchdown, they have a chance to score again, but then they just turn the game around completely. It's just great. But now it is time for our traditional over and under game segment with us once again. And Jamie, what do you think Chase is going to do today? Do you think he's going to go over or under his averages?
So, Chase Bro. I mean, Chase Bro has been absolutely. I love to use the word exuberant. Chase Burrow has been exuberant. I mean, so I'm just going to say I'm going with the over on Chase Burrow. He has been the most consistent and most reliable player on the St. Pete Catholic offense. He has thrown over 2,000 yards in 8 games, which is insane, leading St. Pete Catholic to an 8-0 record this year. As well as that, he is averaging around 4 touchdowns per game passing, which is astronomical. And mind you, he's just a junior. He's just a junior. He has been just spectacular so far. He has been outrageously impressive so far on the ball. His throwing ability, and even last game we got to see some of his rushing ability. So I'm gonna have to go with the over on Chase. I think he's going to throw over 280 yards pretty easily this game. I think he's going to do, again, astronomical, like what Henry said. He's just he's impressive on the field. He's impressive running. He's impressive passing. I just think he's a do-it-all quarterback.
So, Christian, what do you see the running backs doing today? Do you think they're going to go over or under?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I mean, Larry, he's averaging 60.5 yards this season, and I think with no row, it'll be no problem for Larry Christian to go over his average of 60.5 yards. I mean, he's going to be the main running back for this game. He'll be heavily involved. I mean, he's going to get a lot of carries. He'll for sure be the workhorse on the ground. As Kobe mentioned, Larry Christian last week, he had 8 carries for 91 yards and a touchdown against Atador Academy as he averaged 11.4 yards per carry. I mean, he just had an outstanding game. He's been able to run through defenders. He's one of those running backs. He just gets stronger and better as the game continues. And with this Barons offense, it's a very balanced attack we have. I mean, they've been very efficient on the ground and throughout the air. As I'm positive, I mean, there's going to be many lanes for Larry Christian and a lot of space for him to get going. I mean, I could see Larry easily going over 100 yards tonight. As I know, Jamie last week had Larry Christian to score 5 touchdowns, but I think against Seffner, Larry Christian will have the true breakout game. I could see him getting 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. I see a hat trick from Larry Christian tonight. He's going to be the main back getting a lot of touches. So I'm ready to see a big night from you, Larry Christian.
I agree, and that was Larry Christian's father here. Some great guests coming onto the show. But Christian mentioned the run game, and now I'm going to mention the passing game. The receiving trio have been phenomenal, with Brendan Wright averaging 96.5 yards a game, Urel Stewart averaging 72.5 yards a game, and Keyshawn Burks averaging 57.5 yards a game. And Brendan had 110 last game. Stu had 31 with 1 catch, which is it's crazy to have 1 catch last game and go for 31 yards, and that's it for the game. I mean, impressive by him. And Burks had 60 yards last game. And I think Brennan will go over this game as he has been playing superb. As in his last game, like I said, he had 110 yards, and he had a lot of plays that were designated for him. He had a lot of screen passes and short passes to him, and I think those yards will rack up for today. And as Stu did not get the ball that many times last game, I mean, I just think it just looks like it might be the same way. He didn't get many screen passes. He got 1 pass last game, which I will say was a very impressive play by him. Chase Burrell threw a tight window, and Stu dragged the whole team with him inside the 5-yard line. It was a very impressive play, but I don't see him. I mean, as great of a player he is, I just don't see them really going to him as much as they go to Brendan Wright and Keyshawn Burks. As for Burks, I think he will go over his averages this game, and he has, like I said, he has gotten a lot of screen passes and a lot of short passes, and I think those passes will definitely add up for the over again for him. And him and Brendan Wright have really gotten the designated plays for each other, and I think they will both go over, and I think Stu will go under his averages. But Henry, how about Colton Shaw and Courtney Taylor?
Before I talk about Colton Shaw, I just want to preface this. On this show, Jamie and I, we both tend to use some pretty good vocabulary. I think one just slipped by Jamie and I. Colby said superb. I like that, JD.
I love that. Actually,
I
I
like
love
that
that.
one.
That was a great use of wordplay.
I mean, I don't do much stats and much vocabulary on here. I kind of just go straight forward, but that makes me glad hearing you guys compliment me like that.
Superb was nice.
Thank you,
Give me
thank you,
something
thank you,
on
thank you.
Yeah, all right. Let's get into Colton Shaw and the defense. So Colton Shaw, he gets around a sack a game. Colton Shaw and Courtney Taylor, they both average around 10 tackles. So let's just talk about how dominant this defense is. SPC hasn't struggled in the game because of some key reasons, and that's because of this defense. They are so dominant, and they set the tone early all season, from beginning to the end of the game. So Colton Shaw, I'm gonna take the over on the sack a game. It's his senior night, and I think he's due for a big game. Now on the tackles, whenever I do the defense for the over and under, I usually take the under. I think 10 tackles for a player is a good amount, but come on, boys. How dominant has this defense and these key players been all season? How dominant have they been?
Extremely dominant. I mean, hasn't allowed more than a touchdown a game. That just shows. That just speaks for itself. Extremely dominant.
I think the Colton Shaw and Courtney Taylor, they're gonna be clobbering Seffner tonight. Clobbering. I see Johnny. He likes that one.
I like that.
Give me the over on 10 tackles, boys.
There we go. We love to see it. But let's go into this game now. Seffner is 7-2, and they beat Indian Rocks, which we also beat, but lost to Outador, who we beat last week, and lost to Northside, who we beat the week before. And their offense starts on the ground. Henry, what do you see in their ground game?
It's extremely powerful. Again, I talked about this last week. Larry Christian and Demarion Rowe, Sonic and Knuckles out there. I mean, when one goes down, the other one steps up. Next man up mentality for both of them. I think they both do a really good job being consistent. Again, like I said, Demarion Rowe and Larry Christian have both been out. I believe Demarion Rowe did something to his hand. He's not playing, and Larry just got off a high ankle sprain. So I think like I said, when one goes down, the other one they show up in the big moment. So I think it's been extremely crucial to the SPC offense. But that's not taking away from how good Chase Burrow's passing game has been this season.
I mean, I will say though, I'm talking about Seffner's run game here, and I get how excited you are talking about the.
This isn't on my script.
But it's right here. The Seffner running backs are led by Keon Moore, who averages 90 yards per game, and he has 2 games over 100 yards this season. 1 game over 190 yards, and he has 10 touchdowns on the year this season. And the run game has just been very impressive this season for Seffner. So the running game looks impressive, but Christian, how has their receivers been this season?
Yeah, I mean, their leading receiver, who's Luke McLaughlin, he's currently averaging 50 receiving yards a game and has 4 touchdowns on the season. I mean, he's having one of the best seasons of his career. He's been a crucial part in this offense and seems to be involved as he's the main receiver for the Seffner offense. I mean, he's going to need to get the ball on offense, especially in this game against, I hope you guys like this vocabulary, but an immaculate Barons defense. Oh, yeah, you like that? Yeah. Just trying to find when you know.
Jamie, give Christian a bump right now.
you know, my vocab isn't very good. I'm not much of an English guy, so I hope that's good enough. But not just the receivers, but their quarterback, Gabe Hagan, as he's thrown for 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions this season and averages 150 passing yards per game. I mean, Gabe, he's played exceptionally well so far this season. He's been able to win games. I mean, Seffner, they're 7-2 this season. They played phenomenal. I mean, they're going to face a tough Barons defense on the ground. They'll have to face the Barons defense line in Davion Frazier, Rakoy Chop Taylor, and the one and only, like you mentioned, Colton Shaw.
There we go.
I mean, and as for throwing the ball, he'll have to face Forrest Loving, Courtney Taylor, and Tylen Huff, who currently leads the Barons in interceptions with 3 this season, as Gabe Hagan, the quarterback for Seffner, he's going to have to find his receivers quick and make plays on the ground and through the air against a high-powered Barons defense.
Now, Jamie, their offense does look decent, but what have you seen from their defense?
I mean, there's not too much to talk about for their defense. they do have some players who are averaging 8 to 10 tackles per game, and they are able to go out and perform against these teams that they're playing in their district. But if you just take a look at their schedule, they're not playing too much of competition, as well as the teams that they've lost to, we've beaten by God knows how much. But, I mean, I just believe that Seffner's defense, if they're able to lock down that pass game, maybe blitz, anything to put pressure on Chase Burrell, because Chase Burrell has been super confident in the pocket. I think that Seffner will be able to succeed. But at the same time, you have Larry Christian next to Chase Burrell, and Chase Burrell's release time is just insanely good. I mean, I believe that Seffner will have to really step up their game to even compete with St. Pete Catholic. I know, we're obviously endorsed by St. Pete Catholic, but I just believe that if Seffner really wants to come out here and they want to try to even put up points and maybe not get blown out this game, they have to step up their game. They have to shut down the ends. They have to adapt, like how the Barons defense adapts. They have to try to mimic these plays. They have to. I know their coach and them have probably been reviewing tons of game film, and if they're not, then they're behind. I just believe that this Seffner defense just has to step it up, or they're not going to be able to succeed.
I totally agree with you, Jamie, but let's talk about senior night for a little bit. We have 16 seniors that are on this team that are playing their last Barons regular season home game, as we will have some home playoff games. How important have those 16 seniors been to this team?
You're asking me?
I'm asking anyone. I'm just open for discussion here.
Crucial. SPC's let up, under 5 sacks all season. And multiple of those guys, I believe Zepp and Zach Corrigan, I don't know if I'm missing anyone, but I know both of those guys are on the line, both being extremely, extremely crucial to this offense. And Chase is doing so astronomical, like we said.
Yes.
He's doing so astronomical, like we said, in the show already. And part of that reason is because his pass protection is so good. Like we talked about with Jesse, he's doing this not because he's just a great quarterback. He is a great quarterback, but he's doing this because of those big boys up front. So.
I will say, Henry does look a little bit sad. He looks like he's tearing up that these seniors are leaving, as I am too. These seniors have just been very important to this team. But, Jamie, do you see us, we are losing a bunch of seniors, and especially after this great year that the Barons are having, do you think we'll gain a bunch of transfers as we did this year?
I believe so. I mean, both sides of the ball have been able to just put up insane numbers and show the coaching that we've been able to provide to these players. Henry, let me get that real quick. Oh, yeah. One person I'm very sad to see go is going to be Mark Holsworth. I mean, this man is just a beast on the field. He's able to just track down the ball like a predator. He's able to just outperform anybody on the opposing team.
I mean, just a terrific lineman as well.
Terrific lineman. Him, Courtney Taylor, I know, is going to be some big losses for the St. Pete Catholic offense and defense. But at the same time, I do believe that Jesse Chinchar's influence here, his undeniable record as past schools and at St. Pete Catholic are going to draw some attention, not just in the state of Florida, but I believe nationally, I believe globally, that I think Jesse Chinchar, again, he's the patty to our burger. He'll be able to go out and find people who really fit with our team and are able to match with our chemistry. And I just believe that, we have Mark for the rest of the season. I'd love to see him play some more, but sadly, we might not be able to. So I hope the St. Pete Catholic team goes far, and I hope we succeed.
I mean, Mark Holsworth, a terrific athlete, tri-sport athlete, also plays lacrosse as well as soccer. I mean, look at this kid. He just looks like a natural-born athlete. I mean, terrific. Christian, what do you have to say about these seniors?
I mean, I'm going to miss them. I mean, it's sad, but, these guys have just been so phenomenal all season for our team. And I know, Jim, you were talking about the burgers. I see the smoke coming. I mean, it just smells so delicious right now. I want to get up.
Very sad to not have Jamie walk around and eat some more burgers this time.
And Brendan, right, we won't be seeing any more of these burgers, I hope, this
I have
season.
some unknown information about Mark. He actually won Rookie of the Year on the lacrosse team.
Oh, wow.
He kind of robbed it from me, but it's
Wow.
okay. We don't got to talk about it.
Rookie? I don't know about that, Henry.
Dude, Mark Holsworth, great kid, great athlete, great student, terrific human being, Mark Holsworth. But
He's going to be missed. 100% he's going to be missed.
100% missed. I mean, all equally missed, though. All of the seniors that these players have been missing, all of these seniors have been contributing dramatic. Let's go to the next segment. Let's go to the game predictions.
Oh,
Davion
Frazier.
Incredible.
Frazier.
Frazier. Many sacks, many tackle for losses.
They haven't let up more than 7 points this entire season for a reason. And
It's
that
on
is
the backs
all
of
because
Davion
of
Frazier.
Davion
Davion Frazier has been the back of our defense. Single-handedly, him, Colin Shaw, Courtney Taylor have been single-handedly carrying our defense. I'm not even going to lie.
I will say, I was very impressed last week to see them. I mean, it wasn't very impressive to see the bad snap, but to see him in the back of the end zone ready to catch the 2-point conversion. Terrific by Davion Frazier.
They can't score against us, they can't win.
Oh,
Exactly.
They can't score against us, they can't win.
Hey, if we got Davion Frazier in the pocket,
I
man,
mean, that's
I
the
don't think
second father we've seen. Davion Frazier's father, Larry Christian's father.
Oh, yeah.
Great things. But now let's go to our next segment.
from some
Let's
great
go-
athletes.
Let's go to game predictions. Henry, what do you think the game is going to look? What do you think the score is going to be, and who's going to come out on top?
I think this one's pretty obvious, boys. SPC, they've been it's no secret that they've been absolutely dominant all year. But some key things they're gonna have to look out for today is setting the tone early, as they've done all season. I think I mentioned this earlier in the show. Setting the tone early is so important. Not just finishing strong, or not just starting strong, but finishing strong is one of the most key aspects of the game, and that's something that they do nearly perfect. Only bad thing was that first touchdown last week against ODA, but other than that, they're perfect. Get the defense off the field on third downs, right? We can't let a bad team getting past their 50-yard line even consistently getting first downs. And again, that's something that they've excelled at this year. Defense being absolutely just dominant. Get our playmakers out in space. We have these great guys, so let's take advantage of it. So I think Chase is going to have to look down the field to our great receivers, Keyshawn Burks, Brendan Wright, Ural Stewart. Get our key playmakers a lot of touches tonight. Steal a possession or two. Like I said, the defense has been astronomical. They've been extremely dominant. And again, no secret to anyone. So why not get an interception, get a fumble like we did last week? Limit the chunk plays. I said this already. Consistently getting first down or letting up first downs it's gonna hurt you. So I think today they're gonna have to make sure they don't let up big chunk plays. And to wrap it up, kinda at the end of the day, they're gonna control their own destiny.
So what do you think the score is going to be?
Let's go 58-3.
There we go.
Barons.
Love to see that. I have been extremely happy with this Barons team, as everyone here has been. I mean, even after the shaky start last week, they still exceeded our expectations, scoring 49 unanswered
Absolutely.
points. Averaging 35 points in the first half. We've mentioned that many times. Very, very impressive stat. And in total, averaging around 48 to 50 points per game. And I just see them exceeding that mark once again. I see them hitting over 50 and keeping the other team under a touchdown, as they've been consistently doing week in and week out. So I see this Barron team
I like that.
also having a huge senior night with these seniors coming out, playing the best game that they've played this season. I see them doing that against Seffner, coming here for the last regular season home game, and I see them winning and scoring over 60 points. I see them winning 69-0. I see them coming out and winning 69-0. I see them doing that, and
What a scoreline.
I mean, what a terrific scoreline. I see that will happen tonight.
Give me some.
Christian Garcia, what do you think the score will be tonight?
I
And
mean,
who will come out on top?
I mean, I've always got to go with my Barons. I mean, for me, I'd say the score is 55-7, but not just talk about the score, but I think the key to beating Seffner, I mean, if the offense if they can start strong and find their rhythm offensively and look for those main offensive players like Brendan Wright, Earl Stewart, Keyshawn Burks, and Larry Christian in the backfield, I mean, they're just so phenomenal offensively, and not just that. I mean, defense wins championships. It's known. Defense wins championships.
Christian,
I mean,
I'd love that.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, I'm positive that will continue against Seffner. I mean, it's their senior night game. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of their last home games, or if not, their last home game of the regular season before the playoffs against Seffner. As for the seniors, it's one of the last home games. It's going to be a long ride for the seniors. And overall, I'm expecting it to be a big night for the Barons.
Christian, what do you think the score will be tonight?
I've got 56-7 for your St. Pete Catholic Barons.
That's the amount we've won. That was the same scoreline as Indian Rocks, who Seffner also beat. I mean, we will see tonight if they will do that, Jamie. We are all waiting for Jamie's response here. Everyone is always waiting for Jamie's response, even though he was not able to go around and get some burgers.
I'm waiting to see if he pulls a new vocabulary.
We will see. Jameson Shields.
I just want to start off and say,
Interrupting, that's how you know it's going to be exciting.
Oh, I'm ready.
you know, we have Brendan Wright, we have Colin Shaw, right? If Seffner wants to try to go band for band with us, they want to try to go touchdown for touchdown with us.
Here we go.
Give me Brendan Wright, give me Urel Stewart, give me Forrest Loving, give me Larry Christian in the backfield. I mean, I would pick any one of them to go band for band, touchdown for touchdown with any of the Seffner team.
Yes.
I believe that Seffner is going to just underperform. I believe that they're not prepared. I believe that they're caught up on the St. Pete Catholic of last year, our underperformance. I feel like they may be used to that lacklusterness, and they're just not going to be prepared for what's coming next. For when Courtney Taylor comes, blindside hits you, lays you out, and hits you like a 200-ton freight train. I mean, I just believe that Seffner's not prepared. And not to mention, I mean, I feel like Dom doesn't get enough love. I mean, I believe Dom himself is going to have at least 12 points for the Sparrow's offense. You heard me. You heard me.
Dom?
Give me Dom with 12 points. Give me Brendan Wright with 5 touchdowns. Give me Courtney Taylor with 3 sacks. And I'm going to take this St. Pete Catholic team 70-6.
Okay.
Love to see it. Music playing, people showing up to watch this game. We are ready to watch some football as well as all of you are. Thank you once again for coming in and watching our amazing show. The game will stream on this same channel at 7 p.m. and thanks for watching.
Great day to be a Baron.
Go Barons.
Great day to be a Baron.